This video is going to show you how to make a fruit bag for Leah. You're going to make a pattern that is 6 inches by 4 inches. I'm going to measure my own out on this paper. Mark 6 inches, and I make 2 marks so I can connect them in a straight line. Then I'm going to mark 4 inches, 2 of those marks, and then I connect those with a line. Now I have a 4 inch by 6 inch rectangle. I'll cut that out, and that's my pattern. I'm using an old t-shirt. You need to use a t-shirt stretchy type material. It's stretchy both ways. Pin that to the t-shirt. So I can cut it out. You need some pretty good scissors that cut really nice on fabric for this project. Let's see, it's 6 by 4 inches. Perfect. Now you can sew this on a machine, or you can do it by hand. That works fine. I'm going to sew it by hand to show you. So you're going to fold it in half. Right sides together if it has a pattern, and I pin down the sides. I'm going to curve the corners with my scissors. I have some thread that matches my fabric. Thread that onto my needle, and I tied a knot at the end. And I start at the top of one side, and I'm going to sew down back and forth, in and out through the fabric, pretty close together. And don't let the fabric bunch up as you go. Keep it nice and flat. I'm going to sew down the side and around that curved corner. We need the side all the way closed up. Get to that corner, I'm going to tie a knot there, keep it from coming out, and then I sewed up the other side. Here I have one I did on the machine and the other one I did by hand. They're going to be turned inside out, so you won't see any of that stitching. Alright, I'm going to show you what to do next to make the design of the bag. Fold it in half, and you're going to cut about 1 inch in and about 1/2 inch from the top. That's the handle. Now I'm going to keep cutting at about 1/2 inch apart, same width, until I get to this bottom. You can just eyeball it, that's fine. Then I'm going to fold it the edge to the end of the cuts. And I'm going to cut not the first one, because that's the handle, but the second one. Cut to the stitching. Don't cut past the stitching. Now I have a second row of cuts, and do that again on the other side, not the first one, but the second one, and down. You don't want the cuts to connect. So there's 3 rows of cuts. Then you fold it down the part that's not cut. And you want the cuts to line up. So I opened it up a little bit to make sure they're lined up. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut in between the cuts this time, about the same length. But leave that space uncut because that's the handle. Same thing on the other side. Fold it where it's not cut, line it up. And cut in between. Okay, there's all the cuts. It made a design. So I'm going to turn the bag inside out and I'm going to stretch it both ways, across and down. The bag is done. Here's my 2 bags, and one looks a little longer than the other. That's because the t-shirt stretches differently. One direction has more stretch. So if you use it going that way, you'll get a longer bag. If you use it the other way, you'll get a wider bag.